Happy birthday, Pisces. This is your new moon reading. I decided to do your first since it's your birthday month. Okay. All right. So the new moon in Pisces. It's interesting that Pisces season is about surrender, going within, surrendering and look at the card, the moon card you got. Surrender to the divine. And then the one at the bottom is what do you need to release? So I feel like this is the new moon in Pisces, but during your season, it's like you're closing old cycles. You're maybe going within and kind of releasing to make room for the new stuff that's coming in, especially on an emotional level. Okay, because new moons are about new beginnings. So I also feel like you're kind of maybe doing a little bit of fantasizing about the future, which I feel like you need to, because look how this guy is looking out. Okay, it's almost like he's kind of sitting there imagining or debating, not debating, kind of imagining like something, thinking about what he wants, contemplating. Okay, so I'm curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. So I invite peace within myself. I ripple it outwards. And I'm magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. So we have a lot of full moon energy, even though I'm doing a new moon reading. So either I don't know, maybe the full moon in Leo maybe highlighted some things you need to release. So by this new moon, because I see some things that need to be released. Yeah, so we have the fourth chakra here, and that's your heart chakra. So you could be keeping walls up, blocking your heart out due to some sort of so we have the devil and the death, okay? So this is a change, this is a transformation. But I feel like the devil would be either some sort of something we're tied to, some sort of oppression. It could even be belief systems, negative thought processes. So something's blocking your heart. And we're going to clarify that more in a minute. But you're overcoming, which is interesting. You have the angel of strength. So you're overcoming something here. I feel like definitely on an emotional level, because we have the King of Cups and the King of Coins. On an emotional level, with the King of Cups. That's a lot of masculine energy here too. Definitely change here. So it looks like this is heralding in this new kind of the sun. See how she's bathed in her emotions here? This is a healing new beginning. We're moving slow. We're going to be moving slowly towards the future. Look, this is even a Pisces card for me. Page of Cups. So that's a totally new energy here. I feel like you're coming out of some sort of darkness or dark energy into this new kind of fun, emotional, like emotionally fulfilled energy. Maybe even a youthful energy. So I kind of feel like this is something it's almost like a rebirth. Yes, okay, rebirth. Yeah, it's a rebirth. I feel like in your heart and in your emotional body. Yeah, see how she's pulling back the curtain? Maybe during Scorpio season, there's something that was revealed to you. And you've been working on it because this was sticking out, the Eight of Coins. So we're working on, has to maybe how you show up in relationships, what your thought processes are, your choices in relationships. You may have been spending some time kind of like in a transition, but kind of like chilling out here. Oh, hermit. That's what I was wanting. That's what I was more like hermiting and maybe thinking about what's worth the work, what's not worth the work, putting work into yourself as opposed to outside of yourself to other people. Make it maybe your choices in relationships. Okay, so what is the devil? Because something has closed off your heart. So I feel like this is an opening. I just got that song, Me and the Devil, walking side by side. Maybe you're integrating some sort of shadow, or have been. What is the devil? Oh, I have this reversed. I didn't know. That's so interesting. I'm going to flip it back for the next card. I'm going to keep it. So we have the Strength card in reverse. And then here it's upright. So you're making a change or transforming where you were weak. You're gaining the strength. So the devil weakened you. And, oh, I just noticed you're walking away. But it's going to be different for everybody. It's, you know, the Strength card is about power, confidence. Give me one more. Okay. So this is about relationships, I feel like. Okay. Interesting. I have a few different messages already off of that. So, for one, it could have to do with your family. If you have a toxic family background, it could have weakened you, or that's a weakness. There could be somebody that's a weakness. Also, it's like, it's almost like instant gratification over discipline. So we want something now, we're going to give up something for the long term. Instead of working on something for the long term, we're going to be tempted and give in to something now. I'll use something simple like your diet. So, like, I love sugar. I love treats. So for me, the devil would be giving in to those cravings and thwarting my long-term physical, goals by eating ice cream or sugary treats or whatever, you know what I mean? But I feel like this is more about relationships for you. But that's just an easy example. So like we're giving in, rather than like we're giving in to something in either family, I don't know, I feel like it has to do with long-term goals though. So like it could show up as moving fast in a relationship rather than taking things slowly and building it for the long term. And then those things you move fast in never work out. I mean, that's the type of energy I'm picking up. What's the Death card? But this is changing. Yeah, it's like the ending of the Lovers. It's the ending of some sort of relationships. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody, or how we show up in relationships, or Sometimes people think that keeping your heart closed off is like a strength, blocked off, like not caring, when actually I feel like it's a weakness. I feel like the people who are emotionally open are the brave, strong ones. So this could be how you're showing up in future relationships. It's just going to be different for everybody. But I feel like this is probably what you have been purging out. So by the time the new moon is here, because I'm going to post this before the new moon, or you're going through this simultaneously, so that like you're kind of realizing all this stuff, processing it, and then this is what we're thinking about in the future, being more open. That's interesting. It's the King of Cups. There you are, Pisces. This is all Pisces energy. King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, that's Neptune, that's Pisces for me. So that's imagining the future. So this card in this reading, the Seven of Cups, is like we're imagining the possibilities, the future options. Whereas maybe before, like maybe you didn't have that, maybe there was some sort of cynicism where like you didn't think certain things were possible, or interesting. One more at the King of Cups. Magician in reverse. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Oh, we don't have the confidence. We don't have the tools to create. I didn't know these. I thought these were all. Did I do it? I must have. Okay, so somewhere it doesn't matter. I usually keep all my decks upright, but it doesn't matter. I have one deck that. It's fine. So yeah, so we didn't have the confidence in the past that we could create what we want, that we could have a certain type of lifestyle, that we could have a certain type of relationship. I don't know why I picked him up. Interesting. Maybe even been stuck in a pattern too. What's the King of Coins? Damn. Maybe is like you focus more on stability, materialism. And what I mean by materialism, it's like you wanted a certain partner because of like status, or, and I'm not talking about it in negative, because I feel like at everyone's time in their life they maybe value, it's like your values are changing, but there was like no love here with the Ace of Cups in reverse, but there was security. Maybe that's the shift in focus. Or you would stay with somebody because it was like stable, as far as like you had a stable place to live, you had money, but there was no love. And maybe you didn't feel like you had the ability to have that type of relationship, that connection, that type of connection, intimacy, vulnerability. Interesting. Okay. I just didn't expect this from Pisces reading. I always see them as this type of energy, but childlike, kind of fun. Well, depends. Okay, I'm just going to get one more here. Yeah, so we had to hide something, or we felt like we had to, I'm almost getting protect ourselves, or hide ourselves, hide our true thoughts and feelings. What's the Seven of Swords? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you may have gotten into some relationships that it's almost like people are doing stuff behind people's backs. Or you couldn't be vulnerable. It was business, almost like business-like rather than emotional. All right. So now we have, this is birthing a new beginning, this new moon. It looks like as far as your relationships go, especially romantic, I feel like if, even if you're in a relationship that's been toxic, it can change if the people in it change or try to work on it. So, but this would be slowly building something, putting in the effort, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, we have a new beginning and the Page of Cups. So this is a very sweet, I mean, maybe even if, to be honest, there's somebody apologizing. What is the Page of Cups? The Ace of Wands. This is you're birthing like a totally new energy. I don't really have anyone coming back from the past, but you never know. Somebody might apologize. Maybe a family member or something may apologize for, because this could be an apology. Because this could be a healing, the sun's healing. But that's not going to be for very many people. Yeah, so you're birthing this new energy. So it's like maybe you're surrendering. You're giving in. To have this new beginning. The Ace of Wands with the Justice. Balance. Passion. This is like a new lease on life type energy for me, the Ace of Wands. Especially mentally. Look where the fire's in her mind there. So if you're not, look at this. This was in the past. Look, the sun reversed. It's like a total flip of energy. You've been healing something. And you're dropping it. This is amazing. So if you're not feeling like this right around the new moon, it should happen within a couple weeks after. This is like this is like you've been going through some sort of dark night of the soul or something maybe, and now you're being reborn. It's like you're coming out of it. So it's the rebirth card, but the death happened and now you're being born again. You have a totally new beginning here. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like probably by where are we in? So the new moon in Pisces is February 28th. I'd say by mid-March, this is how you're going to be feeling, which is right around for spring. But so maybe you've been purging over the winter. This is amazing energy. This is very sweet, fun, childlike, passionate energy, very balanced. Some of the signs I have, just in case anyone's looking for that before I go, I have you. I have Pisces. I have Libra, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn. Heavy Leo and Capricorn. Virgo. I think that's it. Yeah, in Gemini, in case anyone wants to know signs that you maybe have been dealing with, or I feel like this is more about yourself. This is more going within, to be honest. I feel like this is more about you. Okay. All right. I'll see you next time.